After a long few draining days of the Trump presidency, I think it is only fair we bring a little levity to the show, a little fun, a little laughter. And that is what SNL did, or I guess tried to do, after Donald Trump's disgusting and disgraceful display in the Oval Office with President Zelenskyy, delivering the mocking that he very much deserved for not just him, not just J.D. Vance, not just Elon Musk, but also the spineless coward, Marco Rubio. It was much needed. It was pretty funny. They also called out the Doge bags, helping Elon Musk rip our government apart. So do you know what? It's pretty therapeutic. You're going to enjoy it. And MAGA did not instantly, just like 2 weeks ago with Tom Hanks making fun of Donald Trump. They were angry, tweeting away, pretending to be the victim. And you're going to see why. It was hysterical. But before we get into it, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video. And if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me. And without further ado, let's check out the cold open from SNL.
Sorry if I...
You know, you say you want to end this war, but frankly, you don't have the cards, okay? I have the cards, all right? I have skip. I have draw 4. I have reverse. I have get out of jail free. The Supreme Court gave me that one. I have Pikachu and Charmander and Charizard. All I'm missing is a Charmeleon. But without us, you don't have any of the cards, okay? You got no cards. You're playing poker, and Putin's playing Magic the Gathering. And the Russians have been treated very badly with respect to the war, and also, frankly, Honora, right? Honora was misled, and she fell in love. And now she might even lose to brutalists. It's disgusting.
You know, maybe you should come visit Ukraine.
Hey! Don't you even dare. I have been to Ukraine on Google Maps. It's a mess. You think you're getting any money from us after your little outburst today? To quote my personal hero, Willy Wonka, you broke the rules! You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
And you know what? You're not even wearing a suit. It's disrespectful. Who shows up to the White House in a t-shirt and jeans like a garbage person?
Hi guys.
Elon, we love your outfit. Very official and respectful. And I love when he gets that chainsaw right next to my head.
Thanks. Donald, what are you doing in my office? You know I'm the president now, right? I'm kidding. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Awesome. I mean, you got to make a joke, you know? You got to really joke. I mean, legalize comedy. Come on, legalize it.
I'm so comfortable with all of that. I really enjoy everything you're doing with Doge, Elon.
Well, they're saying I'm firing people with no cause. But I do have cause. It's cause I feel like it. Come on! Glitch. But
They're doing mass firings in the government. We love mass firings because you don't have to know what any of their names are or what exactly they do.
I mean, we're not going to get it perfect, you know, but we are firing the non-essential employees, like air traffic controllers.
Yes, and sure, some of the planes are going to land upside down, but then the luggage falls right into your lap and you're ready to go. It's efficient. And Elon's got this incredible team of professionals, like a 19-year-old who's known as Big Balls.
Big balls.
Yo, reporting for Dookie, sir.
And Big Balls, you've been doing some awesome Doge stuff, right, Big Balls?
Oh, for sure. This week I fired a black general and a woman admiral. It was awesome.
It's so awesome, man. It's awesome.
Awesome. And in addition to Doge, we've started another initiative called the Department of Undoing Child Healthcare and Education, or douche.
Douche is going to be epic. Douche is going to really clean everything out. Comedy's back! Comedy's back! Come on! Come on!
Yeah. Well, I think that concludes a pretty much perfect press conference. We humiliated this guy, and JD finally got to audition for Real Housewives of Potomac.
I'm willing to throw a wine glass at anyone.
And to cap off an amazing week, we're gonna finally release the Epstein files. Yes, America is gonna see all the names from A to S. No T. So, Zelenskyy, you wanna say it with me?
I guess I have to.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Oh man, I would laugh a little bit more at that if it wasn't so sad, so disappointing, and so shameful what happened and has really disgraced our nation. I am unsure of how we move on. And I think that is, unfortunately, not to doom and gloom. I did start this video by saying we'd bring a little levity, have a little fun. Clearly, I'm not doing that. But it very much is the intention of the Trump administration to not just work for this 4 years, but to damage our country at home and abroad to such an extent that a next president, whether it be a Democrat or a Republican, and please, let it be a Democrat, won't be able to fix it. That is their plan. The elimination of expertise from our federal government is not an executive order that can be overturned on day one. It is not a process that can be fixed in one term, and that is the point. They want to hurt our institutions. They want to cripple our agencies. They want to make sure that their actions are unrecoverable. And that is why we must employ our agency and fight back. Because every bit that we hold them back, every time that we stop them, is a tremendous win, not just in that day, but going forward. We have to stifle any of their actions. It's the reason, as you know, I continue to come back to this Marco Rubio point, because we cannot treat any actors within the Trump administration or any actions of theirs with any level of legitimacy. They are all very targeted to hurt us in the long term. And that is what we saw yesterday. And someone who did a much better job than maybe I could, still recovering from how furious I am yesterday. And if y'all follow me on Twitter, you saw I had a couple of choice words for a couple of choice individuals, but it's Cory Booker, who did a great job sharing his thoughts on all of this, and I think we should take a look.
We have our president who is taunting a world leader, lying about his approval ratings, lying about who started the war, lying about who is the dictator, accusing Zelenskyy of being a dictator, not the obvious one in Vladimir Putin, taunting him before he came in. This is the guy who was impeached once. One of his 2 impeachments was over him trying to extort Zelenskyy, withholding weapons unless he got commitments to do his political bidding in his attacks against Joe Biden. This is a sad day for our nation. This is a shift in global geopolitics, and this is something that I am praying and hoping that we can overcome. But unfortunately, we're seeing a Republican Party right now that would rather bow to political pressure than stand tall for policies and principles.
Well, on that point, we have seen, for example, Senator Roger Wicker speak pointedly about Vladimir Putin and speak pointedly in defense of Ukraine. We saw him meet this morning with Volodymyr Zelenskyy and post a tweet of him shaking his hand and talking about how much he supports him, saying how much he was there to support him. He just quietly took that down after what happened today in the Oval Office. We saw Lindsey Graham go from meeting with Zelenskyy this morning and praising him and talking about his support for him to demanding his resignation as soon as Vance and Trump put on that display today. We saw Marco Rubio, who is, until recently, considered to be sort of a realpolitik Republican on foreign policy issues in the United States Senate. He sat there inert in the Oval Office today, saying nothing, looking green, and then put out a boilerplate North Korea-style tweet of praise for Donald Trump as soon as it was done. What do you make about hope for Republicans showing any sort of resistance here? Is there any?
You know, again, this is a shift in our politics, that the Senate used to be a place where, right or wrong, people would criticize a president when they stepped out of line, even one of their own party. And here is a situation that is so grave, and my colleagues know this because we meet with these leaders. I was in communication today with an Estonian leader. This has struck fear in their country because Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, these countries know the threat of Russia and worry because Putin is using the same rhetoric with them he used about the Ukrainian people. This has grand implications beyond just Ukraine. And we know our history, but yet are failing to learn from it. If there's ever a time for political courage, even if it means undermining one's ability to get reelected, this is a time for courage. And we know from our history, when good men do nothing, that is the ingredient that is necessary for evil to be triumphant.
It is, I don't think disappointing is a word that can kind of capture the feeling of the need for a new leader of the free world being called for by other presidents, prime ministers, heads of state, our allies. It's disappointing. The quick work that Trump made of, I don't know, the last 80 years of American foreign policy, the lives lost for our freedom, our influence around the world, for the values that we hold that he clearly doesn't care about. I started this video off by saying we were going to bring a little levity, didn't I? Oh, man, I'm sorry. But then I'm going to end it with I think I said this on the show, or maybe I said it on Twitter. Here's my only joke. Someone said a couple of months ago that J.D. Vance looks like a racist Care Bear. And I have just deep hatred for him. It's in my gut. It's in my bones. And whenever I look at him and get furious, I just think, you know what? J.D. Vance is a horrible, evil man with no principles or values. Nothing grounds him. But we can't laugh at him for looking like a racist Care Bear. So we do have that going for us. And that is the levity that we're going to end this on. I don't even know if that's funny enough to make up for how terrible things are, but I hope it is. And I hope this video brought you a little bit of laughter. And if you enjoy our channel, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.